Flanked by some members of the Lagos State Cabinet, Governor Sanwo painted a gloomy picture of the ravaging irreparable effect of the COVID-19 pandemic third wave. According to the governor, who also doubles as the incident commander, a total of 4,300 cases were recorded in July nationally. Lagos, he said, recorded 64,000 confirmed cases, with an average of 6 deaths recorded daily.
From the beginning of February 2020 to date, Lagos State has recorded over 64,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Of this number, over 56,000 have recovered in the community. Over 2,700 are still currently being managed in various communities. And in the course of managing COVID-19, we have seen, unfortunately, about 319 fatality in Lagos, and over 5,000 have also been admitted at our various isolation centers in Lagos. Of that fatality, we've seen about 30 that has happened within the beginning of this third wave. Essentially, we have recorded an average of 6 deaths per day in the last 1 week.
Sanwo was very optimistic and confident that Lagosians would overcome this third wave just like they did during the first and second wave of the pandemic. He implored all residents to dig deep into what they have learned from the previous waves, as well as summon the will to do everything necessary to bring down the numbers on the way to eventually defeating the virus once and for all.
The necessary sense of alarm should not be responded with a panic, but instead we should resolve and we should be more determined to reverse the trend. We have done it before, and I believe we can do it again. We dealt with the first and the second wave, and we did our best indeed to prevent this third wave. Now that it's fully upon us, we must dig deep with what we have learned from the first and the second wave. And as we summon the will to do everything necessary to bring down the numbers on the way to eventually defeating the virus once again by all of us.
Governor Sanwo was, however, hard on inbound travelers to always give correct information about themselves, else risk sanctions.
And we've had over 72,000 international passengers that have arrived in Lagos via the Muritala Mohammed Airport. Of this over 72,000, about 18% of them were reached using the EcoTelemed because they provided, of course, their telephone numbers and they provided their local contacts. We'll continue to employ all our inbound passengers arriving into Lagos to endeavor to provide valid contacts details to the authorities so that they can all be properly monitored. To manage the third wave of this pandemic, the EcoTelemed will continue to focus on monitoring and tracking inbound passengers and cases in our various communities. We will also not hesitate to impose sanctions and penalties on all those who are caught violating the rules.
He called on all establishments, offices, entertainment spots, commercial spaces, and religious houses to provide hand washing or sanitizing facilities and to ensure that no persons are admitted without the use of face masks. Proprietors of public transport services are also asked to refrain from admitting non-compliant passengers into their vehicles. He said it is only by strictly adhering to these rules that all can stand a chance of taming the virus. From Lagos, Love Oluwafemi Oyedokun, reporting for KAFTAN Television News.